It's Prince Rek. Welcome home, my liege. We heard that you were returning, so we prepared a guard of honor for you. The King and Queen have been awaiting your return, Prince Rek. It's good to see you again, Prince Rek. My liege, is it really you? That dream seer told it true. Prince Rek, we've all been waiting for you. Prince Rek, we're most delighted to have you back. Most delighted. I'm Franco. I've taken over for Captain Rusty. Queen Apnea met with the renowned dream seer recently, you see. It was foretold that your highness would return today, so we threw together this little guard of honor to welcome you. Queen Apnea has told me oh so much about you, you know, how you lost your memory in battle with Murdaugh and so forth. She also told me about the whole fake prince incident. Not that there was anything fake about it in the end. Anyway, the fact that you're here must mean that your memory has returned. Is that so? That's capital news, your highness. Just capital. You don't happen to remember anything about me, perchance? I see. Well, whether you remember your past or not, you're still Prince Rek. We'll stand and fight beside you until the bitter end, your highness. Oh, dear me. I'm afraid I've rambled on a bit there. I do beg your pardon. In any case, the King and Queen can't wait to see you. Please, come this way. The prince is back in town. Rek's party accompanies Captain Franco to the throne room. Hello, Turbo. How was your day? Good to see ya. 1 fart, 2 fart, 3 fart, 4. Common, everyone walk the dinosaur, and by that I mean Brian's old, and Super Mario 2 USA is the worst NES game ever sold. Man, Turbo, you don't have to try so hard. You can just say hi, that's fine. Hi is good, you don't have to come in with that. Rek, my dear boy, goddess be praised, you're back. Dropping sick bars? I don't... Like beats, you mean? I think you meant beats. Rek, my dear boy, goddess be praised, you're back! I'm happy to say I've finally come to grips with everything that has happened to you. Although your mother had to explain it all a few times. Here's the gist. Your battle with Murdaugh cost you both your memory and your physical form. Bars are lyrics in a rap song. They're also the, in sheet music, there's bars, right? That's what I thought you meant. But now both have been restored. You've returned your old self, the Rek we all know and love. That's right, isn't it? Perhaps your memory is still a little muddled. Let me try again. And yet, perhaps it's my imagination, but you don't quite seem like the same old Rek. I remember. Don't say such things, my love. All those battles have forged our little Rek into a man. That's all. Ah, I see. That's what's different about you, my boy. You've grown up. I'm ever so proud of you, Rek. You'll make a fine king one day. But enough chit-chat. We wouldn't want to be late to our own feast. Rek, tonight we shall forget all our worries and fill our bellies. All your friends must join us too. Fatted calf for everybody. Ready ho, see you shortly. Making preparations for the feast. You don't need to tell me anything, Rek. Your mother understands. You were ripped up away from your true self and separated for such a long time. You couldn't go back to being the Rek you once were. I'll admit that I do miss that old wreck, but it doesn't change the fact that you're my son. I'm just so glad you came back, Wreck. Now go and polish up your princely manners for the banquet tonight. That night, to the great joy of his subjects, King Somnus announced that that Wreck was the real Prince of Somnia. If every time you peed, your dad was turned into a broccoli for 10 minutes, and it's a painful 10 minutes, he's in pure agony as broccoli, would you hold your... First of all, that's impossible. I'm not answering that. Turbo, why do you have... Just talk normal conversations. You don't have to come up with these... Like, come on, man. The Somnians feasted on fabulous food and drank to the future of their kingdom. The eastern skies were growing pale when the festivities finally ended and the revelers took to their beds. Madame Luca, what are you doing watching me sleep? Wreck, awake are you? Must have been many moons since you last slept next to your mother like this, yet Madame Luca is sensing your unease. Clearly you are not the same Prince Wreck who once set forth from this castle. Or perhaps Madame Luca should say that Prince Wreck has been reborn, This is the greatest question ever asked. Well, hold it for someone else. I don't have an answer. Unlike my dear Millie and that musclehead Kava, you couldn't find your real self so quickly. The spirit of Wreck living in your dreams grew stronger over this time. Madame Luca is sure of it. Not having any memories of your life in this castle must be terrible for you, poor lamb. But you can't change your fate. You are who you are right now, Wreck, and you can never go back to who you were. There's only one Prince Wreck now, Look, if sleep is really not forthcoming, then Madame Luca is thinking you could use a little walk around the castle. Sounds good, yes? No doubt it will help jog the memory of that other Wreck that's inside of you, eh? Santa watches everyone sleep. It's that creepy. No, that's your mom. Dressed up like Santa. Madame Luca is the witch, fortune teller with that witch hat. I lost my memory. Now we're gonna go for a walk to try to jog it. Look for the little lights that will illuminate your past. Madame Luca is thinking the king and queen were most concerned about you, Now go, little lamb. Have a look around the castle. Look for the little lights that will illuminate your path. Queen Apnea was rather keen to let you sleep next to her tonight, Prince Rek. And it was most kind of His Majesty to give up his bed as well. A few. What's that, Rek? Calf not fatty enough for ya? Your mom's not dead. I saw her in a video. She commented in one of your videos. Don't joke about that. Prince Rek, you've caught me at my favorite spot on sleepless nights, gazing out of the window for inspiration. Prince Rek, it's been an entire month since the King and Queen took to bed. We still have no idea what's causing this sleeping sickness. We've consulted the most famous scholars, even the Elder of Ghent, but no one can shed any light on the matter. Perhaps you were right all along. Killing the dread fiend Murdaugh really is the only way to wake them. What was for dinner today, Turbo? How could you run joke about... I didn't do any jokes, and I know for a fact your mom's not dead. But Captain, if we all set out to take down Murdoch, who will guard this castle? Who would guard the castle? We certainly can't leave the castle undefended. In any case, you must prepare for battle at the double. Give some thought to our battle plan as well. Yes, sir. Huh? Oh, no you don't, Prince Rek. Don't tell me you're thinking about going to deal with Murdaugh on your own. It's bad enough that the king and queen are out of commission. If we lost the prince as well, Somnia would fall into chaos. You haven't had dinner yet? It's 5. Well, 5's a typical time to eat dinner, for me, anyway. I mean, that's a normal time people eat. You must consider your royal responsibilities before doing anything rash. You understand, don't you, Prince Rek? What time do you normally eat? Prince Rek? Something happened to Rusty. Haha, you're becoming quite the warrior, Prince Rek. Like 7-ish? Okay. I don't know if I could eat that late. I'd be like hungry. It's like close to my bedtime. In fact, I don't think there's anything more I can teach you. But why would such a kind, gentle prince take to martial arts with such gusto? The king and queen aren't in any danger, are they? No, save your answer. I'm sure you know all about the queen's research. And the king is rumored to be building his forces for a big push against Murdaugh. The more we discover about this dread fiend, the closer we come to our inevitable confrontation. You're becoming more like your father. Impressive. Most impressive. I only hope nothing horrible comes of this. How's Kingdom Hearts 369 over 2? Well, something will do horrible of this. Dude, I've seen you play Metal Gear Solid at 5 AM. What's bedtime? Normally I try to go to bed at 9. Unless I'm playing a game. All's well, my liege. Captain Franco. I couldn't drink another drop. Well, maybe just a splash or... That's an exception. Sometimes I get into a game. I just told you I'm playing Minish Cap, you freak. No, you said this morning you were playing Kingdom Hearts 359 over 2. You're almost done with Minish Cap. Okay, I knew you were playing Minish Cap. I thought you were playing multiple things at once. I haven't played Minish Cap in a while. The Gust Jar. The Picori. Eslo. Queen Apnea has shut herself up in the throne room ever since poor Princess Sarah passed away. It must be tough for you as well, Prince Rek. But you know, everyone must go when it's their time. Whether that time is early or late in life, it's up to destiny to decide. No, I just don't you a few minutes ago. Oh, you're almost done with Minish Cap. Okay. But, okay. I didn't read that. Well, good job on Minish Cap. I have played 538 in 2 days, but I just told you I was playing Minish, right? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, sorry. By the way, it's pronounced 358 days over 2. Okay, 358 days, but there's no days, it's just 358. Wait, is it 538 or 3? It's 358, right? Okay. Whether that time is early or late in life is up to the destiny to decide. I, too, do not know how much longer I'll be able to serve at your side. Brian, I'm not questioning it. I'm not questioning it. I know better than to question Minish Cap. Well, not Minish Cap, Kingdom Hearts. It's because the story is 358 days between 2 characters. Oh, okay. Actually, never knew that. That's good to know. That reminds me, Franco. You were still young when you lost your parents, weren't you? That's right. I have lots of friends in the castle, and Captain Rusty, of course. Prince Rek, it pains me to say this to someone so young, but the world has become a most dangerous place. Rumors abound of some monster, Murdaugh. They call him, or the Dread Fiend. They say he's destroying entire castles and towns. Somnia needs you to become strong, Prince Rek. I have faith that someday you'll make a most capital king. Most capital. No, that's okay. I don't want to know. Don't explain it to me. I don't care. You there are looking very conspiratorial. What are you up to? You three are looking very conspiratorial. What are you up to? Queen Apnea. My, I suppose you were more than a little worried about me. But I can assure you I'm just fine. Tee-hee-hee. You'll wait. Hello, Zard. You'll wait. I'll wait for the Kingdom Hearts streamathon. It's not gonna happen, Turbo. By the way, Ninja is streaming Dragon Quest V if you want to go over there and check him out. I highly recommend it. Base Kingdom Hearts hater. Yeah, I'm not a big Kingdom Hearts guy. I played the first one. Why, this is the same game? They do look similar, yeah. But I assure you they are different. Yeah, it's so cliche to hate Kingdom Hearts. I don't hate it, I just didn't have fun. Grow up. What is with you today, Turbo? You're so freaking feisty. Like, why are you so trolly more than normal? God. Grow up, Brian. Is everything okay? I miss poor Sarah terribly. The grieving will not bring her back, and I have matters of the realm to attend to as well. You're always like that. You're more so now. I you know, just concerned for my friend. That's all. In fact, I intend to find out more about this Murdaugh character. Grow up and enjoy dumb anime Mickey Mouse game. I don't. What? Your Majesty, does the king know about this? course he does. My beloved knows me like the back of his crown. Which means he knows all too well not to interfere when I've got my heart set on something. I know I haven't always been the most attentive mother, but that is the price of being a prince. Royalty comes with much responsibility. Your Majesty, I can assure you that the prince is well aware of his royal duties. I have taken his education in such matters most seriously. It's the Disney that makes me not want to get into it. Not a big Disney fan, Sard. For spite? Carver. Oof, sorry there, pal. You alright? Don't get the wrong idea, eh? I ain't no hit-and-run crook or nothing. The name's Carver. I hail from Port Haven. I heard that Murdo had put some kind of sleeping spell on the king and queen. So, you know, I figured I'd stop by the castle, see if they needed a little help and everything like that. Say, who are you, by the way? It's like junk food, though, man. Yeah, I want to hang out with Goodman, Jack Skellington, sure, even though the Disney Worlds have like zero impact on the story overall. Never in my life have I seen a movie and said to myself, man, I really wish I could play that, or damn, I wish that duck would team up with a teenager with clown shoes. Nice. Nice. It's a little specific, though. We all have clown shoes because we pay taxes. It's nearly ready, Ruck. I hope you're hungry. Princess Sarah, your hands are muddy. A muddy mess. There's my sister. And you've ladled muddy water into your father's finest royal Somnian bowls. But I'm making soup for Rek, look. Oh, my sister loves me. Eat up, Rek. Delicious sisterly Somnian soup. What are we going to do with you, Princess? Sarah really loves spending time with her brother. That's plain to see. Hee hee. But I suppose it's only natural. Royal matters keep the parents so busy the poor children have only each other for company. Yeah, so why would I want to be a clown in a video game, too? Top video game clowns? I don't know, I can't think of one. Do forgive me if it's not my place to say this, Prince Rek. But I've been having doubts about the Chancellor's Keating's behavior of late. He's on a crusade for more troops to expand Somnia's borders. He'll put our people in the poorhouse with his tax hikes. The king has opposed all his proposals, but that has only prompted Keating to spread scurrilous rumors of His Majesty's incompetence. You know, Franco opposed Keating's appointment to Chancellor 10 years ago. Perhaps he was right all along. Prince Rek, do you think you could have a word with your father? From prince to king, as it were? Oh, there he is. Oh, and what might you two be whispering about, nothing, Chancellor. Just the weather. Well, I should be going. Excuse me, Prince. He's no scholar of good manners, that's for sure. Prince Rek, if you're finished here, would you be so kind as to accompany me? Is there a Dragon Quest Doom mod? There might be, actually. There's a Doom mod for everything. The 10 hours I played at Dragon Quest XI, it was the same experience, minus the fun Disney themes. Go to a place, help people who doesn't affect the overall story, then move on until you eventually hit story beats. Yeah. Dragon Quest XI more so has the most story beats. Like, the more cutscenes, it's so more story-centric than a lot of the other ones. But does it have Sylvando? It does. Well, no, you're right. Kingdom Hearts doesn't. So that's a strike on Kingdom Hearts. All the Kingdom Hearts kids are gay, so... Sylvando's not gay? Even Larxene. Spell it out, Brian. I'm afraid a great panic has broken out in the royal bedroom. No matter what we try, we can't seem to rouse the king and queen from their sleep. To Savannah's gay as I am white. They never explain him. They never say he's gay. He's just likes everybody. Just because you're very happy and go lucky doesn't mean you're gay. Like, you're stereotyping. Okay, Brian, sure. Hey, Malta, how's it going? How's it going? They ain't gonna catch me this time. They ain't gonna catch me now. All good? Good to hear. Working, singing, carefree, and gay. That's how Sylvanas spent each day. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Just getting ready for church, really? I didn't know you were... It's Tuesday, though. People go to church on Tuesday? You go 3 times a week. Okay. I guess, yeah, people go to church on Tuesday. Sure. Yes, they do. There's mass every... Okay. Depends on your church. Are you Catholic by chance? Churches still exist outside Sunday services. I guess they do, yeah. I knew better than to ask that. Of course they do. Well... You are, okay. I thought maybe, because I know a lot of Catholics go to church a lot. That's cool. Rek, my boy. I want you to listen carefully. Do you have to, like, dress up when you go, like, in a tie and suit? I remember going to church, I had to dress up in, like, good clothes and stuff. Rek, my boy, I want you to listen carefully. The time has come to settle things with Murdaugh. I shall be setting out for his island on the morrow. Now I have the utmost confidence that everything will be fine, but still I must prepare you for even remote possibilities. You worship I knew Turbo was gonna come up with something like that. No, I wear my leopard pants and zebra crown. Okay, well that's good. But still I must prepare you for even the remote possibilities. If something were to happen to me, I am relying on you to look after your mother and your kingdom. Do you understand? Oh, don't look so worried, my boy. Our chances of success are nearly assured. We're talking about your old man, King Somnia is here. Defeat is not an option. It's Murdaugh who should be scared. Ha! My word, I've been dazing all this time? Is that you, Rek? What are you doing up? I recommend a little more sleep if you're planning on continuing your travels today. Make the most of sleeping in my bed next to your mother. The old royal back can't take many more nights on this throne. Good night now, Rek. May I see the leopard pants? I was asked by Zard. Are you awake, Rek? You didn't seem to get much rest last night. You feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, eh? Not really. I can't blame you, my boy. Even I've been feeling uneasy of late. Murdaugh has been defeated, yet monsters still roam the land. I'm beginning to wonder if your battle with Murdaugh was merely a prologue. It was. Perhaps an even more fearsome creature is plotting evil somewhere in the world. Well, enough dark talk for now. There's something I'd like to show you, my boy. King Somnia takes out an odd object that looks like a helmet. This helmet came into my possession during the attack on Murdaugh. It's clear just from looking at it that it contains some kind of mysterious power, but I can't equip it. Had I not had this helmet, Murdaugh might have killed me outright, instead of just knocking me out for a long nap. And that's why I want you to have it. Rek receives the Helm of Sabbath. Rec requires the helm of Sabbath. Seabath. Sabath. Go on, look at it. It's engraved with some sort of symbol, see? Solving the mystery of that symbol will be key to succeeding on your quest. That's why my gut tells me, at least. Now go, Rec. There must be a reason why peace has not yet returned to the world. Seek it out. I'll keep our country safe. You do your best for the rest of the world's people. Pains me to bid farewell to my true son so soon after finally seeing him again. The world is cruel, but it's still worth saving. We have faith that you will restore peace. Now go, Rec. You really are a fine figure of a man these days, Prince Rec. I'm sure you could give me a most dreadful trouncing. Oh, Rec, it seems like we do nothing but make demands of you. I wish I could just hold you tight like a proper mother, but I can't. You are destined for greater things than merely being Prince Rec of Somnia. But don't forget about us, Rec. You are still the prince of this realm. You are still our only son. We'll be here awaiting your return. We'll wait as long as it takes. One of 4 pieces of legendal equipment, a crest in the image of a sun is engraved on it. It looks like equipping this might have some special effect. Da 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 da. You were always such a sweet prince, my liege, if a little flighty. Hey, my, you've really filled your armor out, love. Madame Luca went home early this morning, my liege. She asked me to pass on her regards. I am in the midst of composing an epic work for you when you return from your travels, my liege. I will make much ado of your daring do's. I just need a word that rhymes with daring do. No harm will come to the king and queen in your highness as absent. We tripled our security efforts. It's a shame you didn't tell us what we were... It's a shame you didn't tell us what... It's a shame you didn't tell us you were going to fight Murdaugh, my liege. We would have been honored to fight alongside you. I mean, you had room in your party for Carver and Millie. What's wrong with us? So you were the real prince after all. Poor Captain Rusty. His eyesight was fine all along. No harm will come to the king and queen in your stead. Herring stew? Daring do? Herring stew. Yeah, that rhymes. That checks out. Da 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 da. I was in the darkest of moods before you returned, my liege. It pains me to hear you leaving again so soon. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Isn't there a slime out here I could recruit? Da 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 da. Ba da da ba bum. Ba da dum bum bum. Ba da dum bum bum. I heard that Captain Franco was so upset back when Keating was appointed Chancellor, he left the castle in protest. But I'm sure that's old news to you, Your Highness, you being the prince and all. So Captain Rusty was right as usual when he said that you were the prince, my liege. Poor Captain Rusty. I wonder what happened to him. No time to chat, I've got a castle to cook for. What do you say? I'm wasting away in here. I used to have abs like a washboard, now nothing. It's a bleeding disgrace for a robber of my infamy and whatnot. Oh, Rex, this gentleman and I were just having a discussion. We were wondering why monsters keep appearing even though Murdaugh is gone. Might there be an even mightier Dreadfiend in the world? Yes. My word, I knew it. I suppose your highness will be taking on these new enemies too. My goddess below, please bestow your divine protection on our beloved prince. I finally found that book about dreams I've been seeking. Let's see, dreams about donuts portend good luck. Dreams about tapioca mean... What is this drivel? This isn't the book I'm after. So I have to find that one hint about the last part of the cave to get the shield. I wonder if my sword's ready. Take care on your onward journey, my liege. Let's see here. Defend the realm better, make yourself stronger, train faster. Our prince has returned, and yet somber air hangs over the castle. Surely there's not a new Dreadfiend. No, I'm just jumping to conclusions, I hope. My dad's the biggest, bravest, bestest of all the soldiers. Tells me the castle is much brighter when other prince is around. What does the prince carry around, a torch or something? If you have a minute to spare, could you possibly pay my grandfather a visit? All he ever talks about is the good old days when he was helping out with your upbringing. Hello, Legacy. How are you? Every night in my dreams, I find myself in the Abbey. I've started to think the place is real. And if only it were, I could give up the monster master trade and start a new life as a patty cake princess. I'd warrant that the king and queen have a higher class of dream than the likes of you and I will ever have. But it is more than a little curious that they awoke as soon as Murdoch fell. Good, good, my friend. Finished Mega Man 6. Hey, congrats. 4 hours, 4 hours, 117 deaths. Hey, it's a less than Mega Man 4, right? Good job. How did you like it? This means Murdoch's influence extended to a dream world as well. Prince Rek, don't tell me you've taken a break from your royal responsibilities just to visit an old man. Ah, you always were kind to me, Your Highness. King and Queen were very busy when Prince Rek was a lad, so he often spent time with my husband. My husband never stopped talking about what a wonderful boy the young prince was, always so bright and generous. Was the easiest one of all. Imp. In my opinion. Jet adapter does that. Yeah, the jet adapter is kind of cool. The only level that gave me trouble was the Plant Man. Died 40 times. Plant Man. I remember finding, like, going over the stages to find the missing parts or whatever. That was kind of cool. Well, you had the jet adapter and then you had the, excuse me, sorry. The thing that lets you punch. Hope the prince will finally settle in the castle soon. He deserves a peaceful life after all he's been through. Power adapter, thank you. Thank you. Mega Man 7 tried to fuse those concepts into the Super Adapter. I don't remember that. Super Adapter. It's been a while since I played 7 though, so... Every day without Murdoch should bring us a step closer to peace, but the monsters seem to be multiplying. I'm sorry if I seem so anxious. I'm training as one of the old cloth, you see. I don't remember the Super Adapter. I'm what you call a woman on a mission. See, I'm scouring the world for them legendary relics. I hear the warriors who equipped all 4 can visit the Celestial Castle. Fem Warrior is right there. Yes, I just found about that when I fell in between 2 bricks because my dumbass was worried I ran all my weapons. But then I finally charged up and punched things and boom, it worked. Oh, nice. Yeah, to open up some areas. Yeah, you have to punch random blocks. Bad memory. I mean, it's been years, at least 5 years since I played 7, probably, right? I think it's been a while. Maybe 2019? Gotta save before something happens. Yeah, I had to find out getting it in was easy. I wanted that extra life and got stuck temporarily. And you punch your way out. Power adapter is called, okay. I doubt I'll remember that next time. Yes, sir. Scooby-dee-dooby-dee-dooby-dee-doo. Where's my ship at, huh? Take a picture. What I do whenever someone gives me a side quest or anything, I make sure... I do that too. I've been doing that in this game. Like, most of my pictures are from... on my phone or from that. Like, I'll get a text... Google said, do you remember this day 5 years ago? And it'll be a password like Legacy of the Wizard or something. Yeah. Most of my, like, 5 years ago, and it'll put, like, music behind it, and it's, like, a whole bunch of passwords, like, Mega Man passwords or something. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, this is the naming guy. Okay, that's right. It's the only way, yeah. Yeah, nice ship. It's no salty stallion. You should get that reference, Legacy. You do. I knew you would. You just finished Dragon Quest XI. Those are some ugly monsters. Yeah, well, there's no cute monsters, really. Maybe the slime. Sure, the slime is cute. No, I said slime. Drakies are cute. I like how they replaced the coil jump with rockets. That was sick. What game are we talking about? Mega Man 6? I don't remember rockets in Mega Man 6. Hey, it's Rubus. I can sense a great evil drawing breath somewhere in this world. Go, my child, venture forth and discover your true destiny. Travel to every corner of the world, and the path you must take will surely be revealed to you. I will always be watching over you and your companions, my child. Yes, sorry, jets. Okay. So you're talking about Mega Man 6. Yeah, it was a major upgrade. Yeah, I like Mega Man 6. I think I like 4, 5, and 6 quite a bit. It's hard to think that those games were coming out once a year almost. How do you sail underwater exactly? There's no wind. So you see this bubble around the ship? It's propelled by mermaids. 5 was... Yeah, I like 5. 4 was tough because of the final Wily form where you had to use Pharaoh Man. So I used the Lorelei harp, and they put a bubble around me that gives me ability to go underwater. You tripped on him so hard. But you got past him, that's the important thing. You didn't give up. Yes, Brian, but there's no wind. No, the mermaid power pushes them. Never give up, never surrender. The bubble power. Is that a slime on your team? It is. Yeah, I have 2 slimes legacy. I have a slime knight and named Guane, and from Dragon Quest IV, Healy makes an appearance. You can get more, but I haven't found them yet. Power of making a bubble. Sure. It's just magic. That's all. The mermaids are magical. I only know slimes to be evil. Oh, no, there's good slimes. What, you know? Quite a few in Dragon Quest you meet. Just hanging out. Yeah, there's some good slimes. No, but it pushes it forward. The mermaid magic can propel it. One thing about DQ11, all the mermaids were MCs, rhyming every... Oh, yeah, they really rhymed everything. I like that. They do that in this one, too, Legacy. You will play them all. Nice. Nice. I hope you do. Once I get your computer. Dragon Quest 11 got me obsessed with the franchise. That's good to hear. It's a good game. It's a good one to start with. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Congrats on beating it. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry. Yeah, me loving RPGs in the first place. That's good. So have you played an RPG before Dragon Quest? You have, okay. Which one? We have resources for addiction. First one is Zelda 2. Oh, that's right. You said you played Zelda 2. As a kid. You said you beat it. Then you played Secret of Mana. Oh, is that how you met Annie? By chance? Annie beat Secret of Mana, a hack, on last weekend. Yes, it was. You had it, Zelda 2, and yes, you met Annie that way. It was, I believe. Okay. Secret of Manny. Look at these adorable little crabs, lobsters. Think he did mean her that way? These are called crazy. Hey, I learned thin air. Nice. Hello, Annie. Speaking of the devil, there's Annie. Hydrate, stretch. I make pizza for Annie Shark. I don't have redemptions. Annie, I think Ninja's streaming Dragon Quest V if you want to stop in there. I know you love Dragon Quest V. Make your own damn pizza. I don't have pizza, that's why. How are you, Annie? So I think they said to go here. I want to eat pizza, not make it. Well, order a pizza. You can order a pizza there in Germany, right? The Germans never figured out how to make pizza exactly. German pizza. What would be on a German pizza? Sausage? Schnitzel? Not. Oh yeah, it's 1 a.m. for you. They have to import theirs from Italy. Won't be that far away, would it? How far is Italy from Germany, I wonder? So they said we gotta go southwest? I'm trying to look for this palace. Poseidon's Palace. We have a lot of stuff to put on pizza. Sometimes I just like a plain cheese pizza the best. I like Hawaiian pizza a lot. Like just pepperoni's good. That's even an entire black market for... There's even an entire black market for pizza there. They smuggle it in. I don't think that's true. No, no, no. But the German version is called Flammkuchen. Flammkuchen. Of pizza? Really? I'm curious about that steak pizza you were telling me about. Steak pizza. How are these birds? I guess I shouldn't ask questions. It's an underwater bird. It's allowed to dive in the water. Pelicans dive for fish, so he's just staying down a little longer. Millie's almost out of magic. Is this it? Poseidon's Palace, this is it. This is the royal treasure vault of King Poseidon. No loitering or littering, please. Well, we'll ask his permission for it first before we take it. Brian, the direct south of Germany is Switzerland. On the west side, and Austria on the east side. Switzerland and Austria share a border with Liechtenstein. Sandwiched between them to the south of all three is Italy. Oh, that doesn't look bad at all. Actually looks really good. What is that? Onions on it? It's like onions and cheese. Just steak cut into strips on you put on your pizza. Okay. I've had a steak pizza. I've had a pierogi pizza before too. I can see that the depths of the ocean are not your natural habitat. It's been many long years since humans last came to visit us here. Long ago, two wise men by the name of Isaac and Benjamin ventured down here. I wonder whatever happened to them. Keep those names in mind. Onions, bacon, and so on. Yeah, it looks good. Excuse me. Hiccup. Welcome to Poseidon's Palace. Our great king is the ruler of the deep. Don't you know? Don't you know? Welcome, don't you know? Well met. You are welcome at the court of Poseidon, ruler of the deep. I see in your rippling muscles and battle-hardened gaze that a rare power resides in you. Now hear my plea. East of here, a dark and demonic shrine has been built. Ugh. Now hear my plea. East of here, a dark and demonic shrine has been built on the seabed. Without so much as a by your leave, this monstrosity was constructed in my domain. The miscreant responsible is called Gracchus. Defeat him, and I shall share a secret with you. I await news of your defeat of Gracchus. That Flamushkin looks like bomb. It does. It looks pretty good, yeah. Would take about 7 hours to drive from Munich to Milan. Not hard for an American. Oh, that's shorter distance than it took me to move to where I'm at now. So that's like Pennsylvania to North Carolina. Now I want pizza. Try Flemmenkuchen. I will see if any pizza joints can make it. For reference, it would take 3 hours more to drive from Pittsburgh to Myrtle Beach than from Munich to Milan. Yeah. Because it took like 9 hours to get down. 10 hours, yeah, to get here. Man, Europe's so compact. You guys are all scrunched together there. I'm kind of jealous. Okay, let's raid his treasure stores. Do I have... I don't have step guard yet? Okay, well. Water Mall 1. Nevin and Annie can equip it. Mini metal. I live in Frankfurt and put me in the party, Brian. I will. Just 1 second, Annie. Calm. Does Europe have bullet trains? I feel that would make it feel even smaller. I think it has high-speed trains. Yeah, not bullet trains, but need to blow stuff up. Yes. Cool. So could you get on a train and go to England in like less than a day? Those treasure chests are so nice, yeah. They're called ice in Germany. Oh, Kerplunk bracelet. Okay, finally we got a shield for Millie. You said the east, right? That's where Grecos is? Looks like Ice Train was a wrestler, actually. Ice Train. Oh, you Googled Ice Train and it came up as a wrestler first? Wow. I would need 9 hours with the train to get there. So that's about 800 miles, 700, 800 miles, 700 miles. East of here. Okay, so that's... Okay, let's try to find this Gracchus so we know where it's at. You'd have to switch trains 3 times. Oh. Have you ever been to Europe? With like waiting 3 hours on the station. Oh, wow. So it takes longer to wait than it does. Oh, have you ever been to England? Sorry. I'm sorry. I just picture Annie palming her head. That's not coming up for me, Annie. I just get blank. Is that about the train? Sometimes Twitch likes breaking links. Is that what it did? There we go. Oh yeah, it looks like a... Looks very aerodynamic. I'm gonna stop from what I was originally gonna say. Ice douche. Ice douchey. So you have to wait like 3 hours, huh? On the platforms? At the stations? Twitch, get your stuff together. It breaks a lot of your links. I wonder why they do that. ICE, not ICE. Intercity Express. Oh. That's what it stands for. Okay. Joy Chu. Immigrants and custom enforcement. That's not... That's ICE too, but I don't think... The train's called Intercity Express. What do you read? Why do you read as ooh? I don't know. What's it matter? Doesn't matter. No, okay. No, I'm not in school. I don't need to... It doesn't matter. Dragon Slash. Nice. Where's this at? He said east. Is it north, maybe? Matters a lot. Have you hydrated and stretched at least? Not lately. My water's in the computer room. My work room. I did drink some water while I ate. I should get some water though, you're right. In the morning I stretched. Brian, the full, like... The fool likes to drink Mountain Dew. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Brian the fool likes to drink Mountain Dew. Oh, so now there's a difference between the two. Why are you giving me a hard time today? Where is Gracchus? I know I found him here before. He said to the east. I'm north. I'm not east. Gonna have to put Annie in. Millie's all out of... magic. Google, you worthless scum. No, because you're calling me... What do you want me to Google? Annie just punched that crab to death. Calling Google worthless scum, not you. Oh, okay. Well, that makes a big difference. There you go, Annie. Kaboom. Okay, Healy leveled up, so let's... I searched for Dutch pronunciations and it gave me one, but specifically the American pronunciation. Thanks, Jackass site. Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. Where is this at? That was not necessary, Annie. You didn't have to kaboom the little crabs. These guys you can kaboom. Annie craves violence. She wants to blow up everything. Sometimes, you know, there's a time and place to use kaboom. You don't kaboom on a little crab. I have to kaboom everything. Now here's the time you can kaboom. So let's see if you do it. No, you punched it. That was the perfect time to use kaboom. I don't, I'll do. They're immune. Are they immune to magic? They might be. Maybe. These guys show kaboom. I don't like these guys. Go, Annie. Oh, well, that'll work too. See, that's the reason I couldn't kaboom, because they're weak to they're not weak to, or they're strong against magic. Maybe the AI on this game is pretty good, so it could be. Okay, surely now you're gonna kaboom. There you go. And measly 106 damage. You wanted more? Am I allowed to use... I don't have Magic Burst yet. I'm looking for Greykiss' tomb. We have to do that to resurrect your village first. And we have to do the fashion show to get the magic carpet. But you can use Magic Burst when I get it. It wouldn't be that powerful here because you're a warrior here, so... I have Magic Burst on all my characters in my 100% save game. Wait a minute. I thought only Ashlyn could get Magic Burst. She's the only one who can get it by level up. No, she gets it from Caesarea. For a story beat. She doesn't level up with it, right? I thought Medante is what it's called, right? The others need to get the metal... Oh, the metal slime class has it. Okay. See, I never used monsters, so... I didn't know that. Uh-oh. Can't put bounce on there. No, I didn't say... I didn't say that. You can't put the others into metals. Oh, okay. Yeah, I might do post-game this time, depending on how I feel. Oh, it's post-game stuff. Okay, that's why. That's why, then. Oh dear God, now, are you done with this? Are you ready to be done with this game there, Zard? You want me to play something else? Is that what you're saying? East of here, they said. So where? You would have to do the Metal Slime class with the character anyways to get the post-game. No, not in this one. In this one, all you gotta do is beat the game and, I think that's it. Right? And unlock all the intermediate and advanced classes. Somebody tell me how fire magic is working underwater? Or fire breath? You have to light up the torches. Yeah, I got most of them lit up. Oh, the same way to ship a ceiling. Oh, touche, Zard. Touche. I like how you brought that right around. You got me. You got me. You got me being hypocritical. See, there's nothing. Which do you do, baby? Getting a job to level 4 on a character. What you do by getting... Oh, that's all you gotta do? Oh, well, that's easy. No, I don't think Metal Slime class. It's just the advanced classes and normal classes. Oh yeah, I gotta get Lizzie. Yeah, I'll get Lizzie. No, I don't... Are you sure? I don't think the monster classes count. I think it's just human classes. I haven't got Lizzie yet. She's in... I have to get Terry first. That's the way how the game blocks the door until post-game since you can't... Oh, okay. Okay, well, hypocritical people be like, wow, this one effing sucks. Oh. Okay. That's... I get it, because he's a hippo and he's critical. That's good. No, leave it up there. Don't delete it. Or delete it if you want it. You can delete it if you want it. If you really do. Annie, can you delete that link, please? You're asking a higher authority? But I'm the highest authority there is. It's my channel. I'll delete it for you. I don't think I can delete it. Sorry. It's on there forever. Yeah, I don't know how to delete it. Some mods really are? It might be. Annie, are you still there, Annie? Oh, okay. Thank you, Annie. So you deleted everything, though, Annie. I didn't want that. Banished. For 1 second. So you had to just ban him and then it deleted everything? I see what you did. So it deleted everything. When you banished him, you timed him out for 1 second and it deleted all his messages. Right into the Shadow Realm. There's absolutely a different way for doing that. I've seen it done before. Annie, you're out of MP. Time to bring in the other sage. My destiny out of MP. That's okay. Well, once you finish being Armamentalist, I'll bring you back to... I'm gonna make you a thief, a gadabout, and a merchant, and a luminary. Well, now it really does look like Brian was talking to a voice in his head. Oh, because it's all the messages? Where is this freaking... We all are just voices in Brian's head. Yep, that's true. You guys aren't real. Just playing by myself here, talking in the ether. What do you mean? Brian was clearly talking to someone who wasn't there except for Annie Shart and Legacy Games. You guys are not real. Where is Gracchus at? Why can I not find this crab? In reality, he doesn't even play and sits in the Arkham Asylum. You spelled Arkham Asylum with 2 S's. Is that right? It doesn't matter. Never mind. That's fine. I understood what you meant, so it's right. Is it an asylum like asylum for an ass? Yes. That's it. Yes. Let's put in... I'm gonna have to look for this another time. Oh. No, the German is making puns in English. We're doomed. I'm not German. I live in Germany. It's a difference. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. 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 Bet Brian doesn't even know where I'm from. Israel. My fly was down all day. May he train diligently and find great rewards on his new road in life. Does anyone else change? This changes everything. Tel Aviv. Oh, yeah, John was in Tel Aviv. Are you really from Tel Aviv? I didn't know you were from there. That was always a city I'd see a news reporter from CNN or something over in that city. Do you miss it? Can't remember much. You were a little kid then. Let's go see if our sword's done. I've never been out of the country. Okay. Let's put the Slime Knight in. Sure, why not? No American leaves the US. It's expensive. It's not like in Europe where you can go by train everywhere. We have to fly somewhere. Like, it's not easy. Like, it's pricey. I don't have that money. I don't have Annie Shark money to travel everywhere. Okay, we are going to... Why do you think it's cheap to travel by train? It is, like, really cheap, right? Isn't it? What I'm saying is you're so close together, you can get, like, to different countries by driving. Yeah, I imagine so. Let's go see Madame Luca. But it's cheaper than here. Like, to go across the country, to go to Japan here, it'd be like thousands of dollars. To go to over to Europe, it would be thousands of dollars. Like, if you wanted to go to, like, Italy, it wouldn't be thousands of dollars. Madame Luca's priestess plunged to see last time she was this tense, yes? Madame Luca hadn't been in the castle in many moons. The queen said that the Madame Luca could stay in the castle perpetually, but old Luca Luminestra she has to refuse. There's no home like this place, yes. Living alone and carefully suits Madame Luca. I would pay over 100 just for one way to London. See, that's cheap. That's like... That's cheap. To go to another country for 100, that's cheap. To go to another country for me, it would be thousands of dollars. You're not giving me any info, Luca. Well, exactly, that's what I'm saying. The distance is really vast in the US to get anywhere, so that's why it's so expensive. You can't just hop on a train and go somewhere like you guys can. We have to fly or drive. It's multiple days. What about the time? The time it takes to get out of the US and spend in other countries, yeah. Guys in Europe don't know how good you have it. You can go to other countries lickety-split. You don't need cars. Here, you need cars just about everywhere. And the US guys are always so ignorant. Yes, we can be. That's for sure. The US can be very ignorant. A lot of people here are. Then again, going to California from the Midwest is like entering an alien planet. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the mermaids again. Like they want to pay within Europe? What do you mean by that? Or wonder why we don't celebrate American independence. Well, that's dumb. Those people are morons then if they think that. Well, here we're safe and happy. Here is where we'll stay. The sea is where underwent. We never must stray. Far to the southeast you will find Poseidon's Keep, a majestic, wonderful place built by the King of the Deep. Okay, we already got that then, so... Oh, they want to pay with money. With dollars, didgeridoos. Holy cow, is thin air good in this game. With US dollars. Paladin learns thin air, huh? Get more paladins. I'm making Annie a paladin too. Oh, Nevin, I just freaking... Okay, okay. I kind of want to make him a paladin first, though, but we'll go armamentalist first, sure. Okay, nobody else is close to leveling up, so we can zoom to... Try to find Poseidon's, or Kratos' keep. Ba-ba! Can only be on for 15 more minutes today. So hopefully I can find it within this time. Something good happening tomorrow? No, just work. I'm trying to... I went to bed late yesterday, so I'm trying to go to bed early today. Trying to be a responsible adult. I'll visit Koningenstein. Oh. Well, have fun. Oh, it's a fortress. Have you ever been there before? Wow, it looks pretty there. It's a huge well. This looks like Dragon Quest. Kingstone. It's a castle. It looks like something out of Dragon Quest. Not everything is Dragon. Well, that looks like it. I'm just making some comparisons to what I know. I didn't say everything was, but it kind of does. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, it looks like Tantagel Castle in Dragon Quest. Or Charlotte Castle. Well, have fun, Annie. Give me a souvenir, please. Are you going with the whole family? No, you're gonna have... Oh, wait! I think we found it. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. The heck am I at? Get him a piece of one of the walls. Oh, the clinic. Oh, you're going for the clinic. Okay. That's where the clinic's at? And you're gonna... Wait. It's not in a castle, is it? Can't be in a castle. Yeah, give me a piece of one of the walls. Just take a chip off of it for me. Oh, where is this at? Oh, it's just a trip. Okay. That's what I thought you were meant. Well, have fun. Can you listen to Dragon Quest music on your headphones there? That'd be fun. I was listening to Dragon Quest soundtracks today. I listened through 6's soundtrack. 5's soundtrack. I will. Nice. Castle theme of 5. Dun 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 dun. If I ever get married, I want to have Dragon Quest music at my wedding. We can do the bridal waltz from Dragon Quest V. Do 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 do. It's neat how Dragon Quest music doubles as a torture device. A lot of people don't like it. Those people are wrong. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, na, 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 na. Learn boulder toss. is it? Where is it? Is it up the coast here? This has to be it. Okay, this is it. This has to be it, right? No, this is beside the shop, right? Okay. No, this is this isn't it. This is not it. Oh, wow. Did you really learn that fast? Okay, we can... Okay. Let's go get you, change Ashlyn to a paladin. So these two must be what Annie was talking about. We don't have these two classes yet. 15 minutes are up. I want to try to find... Thank you. I know. I'd say a little longer. I want to try to find his tower. Dragons and metal slimes, that's what it is? Okay. I didn't know that. Tisk tisk, bri. Breaking your first deadline will only lead to breaking further ones. I can stop whenever I want. I just want to try one thing, okay? It's fine. You're an addict. I'm not addicted. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just want to find his tower and... Annie, I made you a paladin, by the way. You're going to learn thin air. So not only can you kaboom people to death, you can throw wind sickles at them now. We can get you help, Brian. See... I don't want help. I enjoy Dragon Quest. It puts me in a good mood. It gives me a nice feeling. You want to kaboom? Well, you can't kaboom right now. You can still kaboom, but you'll be able to throw wind sickles at people too. That's just as good. See, look at that damage Windsickle does. We can get you help. Maybe it's just straight east of here, maybe? All the textbook phrases an addict would use, Brian. Hey, I work hard all day. I deserve to have some fun. It's not hurting anybody. I could be drinking or doing drugs. But I'm just playing Dragon Quest. That's not bad at all. Learn Giga Slash, huh? Well, let's try out Giga Slash, shall we? 20. It's pretty good. It's expensive, though. mows their yard at 8 o'clock at night? Lawnmower neighbor is not the surprise guest I was expecting. Yeah. I guess people work late, so they gotta mow their yard late. Probably, that's what it is. And Zap's only 6 MP. Jeez, oh man, that's cheap. Like, Kafrizzle or Boom is 10. Zap hits everything. I really gotta stop here soon. I hope I find this. I didn't accomplish much this stream at all. I just grinded a lot of levels. Oh wait, I had a homecoming. I unlocked my true self. Got... Oh wait, I think I know where he's at. When they said east, they meant west, right? I think we gotta go... No, that's not where it's at. could stay up a little longer, I guess. Oh. That was the blacksmith from Turnscott. And he learned thin air. So much money. I think it might be here. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, I was going the wrong way each time. Okay. Let's see. Do you have multi-heal? I'm probably gonna need somebody with multi-heal. Annie. Don't use magic, Annie. Actually, hold on. Okay. Tactics. What else is Annie supposed to do? She's gonna use thin air until we get to the boss, then she's gonna explosion everybody. I'm gonna let her live. It's like holding back a dog on a leash, and then you let the leash go. Cheap tactics? What? Or she can punch a gargoyle. I have to go to bed in 10 minutes anyway, so we're not going to finish this dungeon. Anyway, so... I did say that an hour ago. Well, for this time, it's 8:45, I gotta go to bed, so... I'm just gonna do this first level here. And then we'll, I'm a little overpowered, over-leveled, but that's okay. Because I won't be over-leveled once I reach Nadiria. Or the Demon Realm. Yeah, eventually we gotta go to the Demon Realm. This one has a twist on it. So there's two sages, well, I don't want to... There's two sages that are in the Demon Realm to help us. One's having demons invade his mind and reliving the dream of his brother being put to death by a guillotine for eternity. So we have to save him. Benjamin and Isaac are their names. You don't pronounce the L in guillotines? Guillotines? I said guillotines, didn't I? Did I say guillotines? My mistake. You know, Zard, you don't have to correct me on all my mispronunciations. You got what I said, so it was good. Magical skirt. That would have been good for a while ago. Ta-da. 3 more minutes. I do though. For what other reasons? For what other reason would your brain create me? Oh, that's right. So you're like the teacher. Ought I be another voice in the wind? Voice in the wind. Okay, that's a good enough reason to leave. Well, no, we'll stay a little bit longer. Not to teach her the pendant. I think by the time Dragon Quest XII comes out, I'll be pushing 50. I'll probably be 47 when it comes out. No, I'll probably be 48. I'll give it another 5 years. Wonder how many more Dragon Quests I have in my life before I die. Maybe this series ends there? At 12? Could be. Maybe they... After this one, it's the last one they'll do. Who knows? Do you ever want a DQ not led by Hori? Not really. When he's done, the series can end for me. It's fine. I'll be replaying them forever. Yeah, he's old. He still has his sunglasses on, though. Two of his collaborators have passed, yep. Koichi Sugiyama and Akira Toriyama. Who would put a mimic? That's bait. It's interesting how you can visibly see how the random encounters affected the dungeon design. You mean by making, like, twists and turns and dead ends? To make you waste your time and get into more battles? Yeah, thank you. I know it's not my first Dragon Quest that does that. Very Phantasy Star 2-like of them. I have yet to play Phantasy Star 2, but I've heard it does that. I only played through Phantasy Star 1 on the Master System and 4 on the Sega Genesis. I just hadn't put it into words, but I did. And I put something into words right. Hey, nice. Last time I played this game, this dungeon was a lot harder. I was exploring too much. I got a little over-leveled. Little over-leveled. I think that might be on thing I prefer from Dragon Quest XI over these older ones. Being able to see monsters in the overworld seems a bit more populated. I could see that. So the remakes Dragon Quest 7 and 8 on 3DS have that. No random encounters. They're enemies you see on the screen. I like that too. I mean, I can deal with random encounters, but... it's nice to be able to run past the enemies you want. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I don't have time to do this dungeon tonight. I gotta get to sleep. The choice to engage in something I like is the choice to engage is something I like in games. I think random encounters take that away from me a bit. Probably one of the reasons I don't play many RPGs. What about action RPGs like Ease? Would you like that? Take care then. Well, I'm not done yet. I gotta go and change class. Take care, Zard. Have a good one. Sleep well. Carver... oh man, they're both maxed out on... everybody's maxed out. Holy cow. Millie's maxed out. It's a preemptive salutation. So, I can do... martial artist. Make him a priest. And then I can make him a paladin. That'd be good. Yeah, let's make him a priest. Because priests... And... yeah. And a 5 out of 10 karate chop? Did I thought you heard that one? Okay. It was bassy? They took a big hit on attack power there, but I should still be okay. I think I'm gonna go...